Good afternoon, folks. I guess most of the critical aspects, issues, concerns around the renewable sector has pretty much been covered by my distinguished, panel members here. Uh, I guess as far as the concept or the topic of how to mainstream renewable energy goes, I just want to focus on, two macro aspects. I mean, two macro aspects that plagues or, that challenges the growth of renewable sector within the country today. Obviously, the question itself is fairly straightforward, how to mainstream renewable energy. And I think the answer to that also is pretty straightforward. I mean, you have to just scale up renewable energy to make it mainstream. But for the scaling up to happen, one has to appreciate that there is an inherent constraint with the renewable resource itself. If you were to look at wind, there are only about 7 states in India that are wind rich. Obviously, the potential for installing wind power projects in these states is humongous. We haven't even, scratched 1/4 of the potential capacity or the potential construction possible in these states. And if we were to achieve the absolute potential of these states, the bigger challenge would be to find off-takers within these states. So one macro aspect that we need to cover is, to encourage interstate sale framework for most of these projects. I mean, if we were to, ramp up, scale up these projects, these capacities, obviously you want off-takers to make it economically viable, and therefore there has to be some policy enablers and, enhancement of evacuation infrastructure, so on and so forth, to enable interstate framework and maybe even consider replicating the POC or the POD kind of framework for these projects. The second piece is that obviously, I mean, India in the last 2 months has faced this euphoria. I mean, there is an increasing amount of appetite for Indian assets, internationally speaking. There are people now willing to, look at Indian assets. It wasn't the case a year or so ago. And renewables is a sweet spot as far as these international investors go. And I think in the recent past, we have seen quite a few deals happening in the private equity space. But much is desired on the debt side of these projects. I mean, typically what happens is that most of the capacities that have been ramped up in the country today is all through domestic bank lending. These projects are high leverage, and most of them resort to domestic banks. And obviously, the domestic banks are now facing a constraint given their level of power sector exposure. They don't want to take as much, so to speak, leverage risk on these projects anymore. And therefore, I believe the time is ripe, given the international sentiment, for us to, diversify our financing sources as well, and maybe, tap the international lending markets to finance some of these projects. Obviously, it's easy said than done. I mean, we've tried to, we have about 750 megawatts of renewable projects within the ILFS group. And we have tried quite a bit to get some amount of, international financiers to get excited about our renewable projects. In the case of wind, we kind of, have been meeting a variety of lenders in the renewable space itself, as far as international lenders go. And there have been a few challenges that we have encountered in getting these wind projects financed, for instance. I mean, if you were to dissect the top line itself of a wind project, you're looking at, the revenue line is from the utilities. You get revenue line from the generation-based incentives, and where, the REC PPA framework has been adopted, the third revenue stream is the trading revenue from RECs, the renewable energy certificates, so to speak. Now, if you were to dissect each of these line items, I mean, when we say that, we are entitled to, or the project is entitled to revenue from the state utilities of an X amount, from the international lender perspective, there is very little, transparency out there on the financial health of the utilities. I mean, people ask for ratings, people ask for, the financials. I mean, they look at collection history, it's all over the map. And so that poses some amount of challenge. On the GBI, again, I mean, yes, the government has been, kind enough to extend this incentive for wind projects. But the history has suggested or demonstrated that, the collection of this revenue stream also, takes anywhere between, 12 to 18 months. And there is a level of, so to speak, skepticism in the international lending community regarding these lines. And I guess much has been spoken about the renewable energy certificate framework anyway. Be that as it may, we in ILFS kind of, try to mitigate some of these revenue line items, some of their concerns through, indemnities or undertakings, as the case may be, and we do that. But then when push comes to shove, I mean, when the facility is kind of being, meted out by the international lenders, the other challenge that comes up is security creation. Obviously, all these wind turbines are, installed on land, pieces of land. Unfortunately, land acquisition and the acquisition process is I'm short of words, but I guess it's a nightmare in this country today. We have about 630 megawatts of operational wind farms in the country today, and only about 2/3 of that capacity, only in 2/3 of that capacity can we claim that we actually have the rightful ownership of land. And this is a concept that never gets digested by the international lending community because, they want perfect security creation. They want mechanisms that are in place where they can, invoke the security in case the project suffers. So these are the two macro aspects. I believe, yes, we have to scale up. The scaling up needs to be enabled through policy framework, encouraging policy framework for interstate sale model. And secondly, the international lending community needs to be tapped. I think the time is ripe. The international community is definitely favorably looking for, opportunities within renewables in India. And I think, as regulators, we should probably look at ways and means to simplify the process of, land acquisition and, enable the generators to provide security against the facilities that they're trying to tap into internationally. Thank you.